pedal. Wild winds tore up wee hours. Wild winds tore up wee hours of the night. Morning sun was hidden from the sight, shaped by the black curtain skies and dawn, visible spectrum of light. Find clarity. Took the treasure, disposable cash, and art, the pictures are transformed into ash, and the tragic, terrible loss that was forever. Calculated the fortunes and homes turned into rubble for the nature the gods who came to them and leaving behind. The God to be with us in the thought that we pray. He hears every way. But the free will is given. And the Lord's infiniteness in the trouble to displace the discord for the meeting you're trusted in. And find the seam to seem, and find the currently over the blessedness. Find articles about that already. You can find terrifying, effective, and no real power to save the city for this to be the same. Proves off areas over the apocalypse. Find the elements in the collective. Clarity to see the people coming in and out, for the life is given a significant down for the sitting and meeting, for never the thoughts are fleeting. Dreams keep repeating and the actions resemble the insanity, for this is to keep them up with the clarity. And you find control and you'll look the other way for the thing that you could never do, for the thing the best is to find it to mantle. Clouds dispart. Find the aerial ways, just find first version air, the world, earth ways, find a gold play for the misty days and being a child again, for the picture, for the find attention for the far away, for not to worry. And if I met a woman like you and put knowledge in my own self, and if I went back to that smile again, a compressed narration for the words that hasten the race, this never to find a word that chase. Or such an immoral sin for the story to be away from thin. Should I write for the gate, for the steep, and the glory, for this to be the something dark and black for the victim that gets attacked, this grand pen in hand, and the sin is a short, not widely spanned. Where should you find the short flash of the friction, the constricted for the restriction over the word, eviction for the paragraphs, the struggle for the feeling of the friction, and you can find a word for the counter macro addiction of your ending. And the secrets menu of the before the red, you find the emotions, the thoughts of the project yourself, for the project, over your actions, and do the same for the way to find attitude, because it seems you're ripped the seams. Like a pipe drip, but find the dripping over the faucets to the start, departing over the hands in the middle, for the ringing over the singing over the living over the, you can find a consideration over the people that you can find to be good with, find what to say, to be good, or to good be with, seemingly created by the memories together for the fragments of the imagination, but you can find a notice by your despair. And I write it down again for the negative thoughts which swirl my mind. You can find I never stop at writing it down for the moments of transition. The future feels heavy for the days of my airy dreams, and feel the moments of taking a breath in advance just to find a Bloody Mary for the feeling that haunts the whole. The progress not long ago stirred upon, noticing it felt different of a calm and anxiety, but not the best. This is finally. The love is overwhelming and emotions in her head filled with the cosmos, and I can only find a glimpse. Or I would telescope if I had a scope to tell, for the inside of the eyes of the dreamer, for the iridescent brain cells. Close your mind for the continue to flow, for the flood, for the washing of the imagined and explicit, for the words that could drip from your tongue. This would only die for the meaning of hollow, intended disconcern, justifying wasting of the infinite, for the can only be certain. Spill into your blood for the way upon the chest, and the mirror that only reflects what is presented. An intuition nagging, feeling that something is wrong, for the hearing the favorite song that you can't get off your mind, for there's something left far behind, for the love lips, this soft kiss me, for the fluttering of the tongue that tickles my skin, and the hot breath of the love, for the heavy of the chest, and over the quickly filling my lungs, and I can only breathe. Acceptance of the face fit for this flower pot, for this is not a stoop for the face to sit on the page of the likeness, for the dusty mantle, for the squeezing of chops, this between the two. For your mental health, for this be all fail sometime, fear, no coincidence, no matter more than half the population has that. Perhaps to keep it a secret for the thinking they're only one. For sure. Shine reminders of the dreams that can only take a flight for the soul, the voice, the bearing, the soul upon a page, and just a reflection over the wrong choice. You hear the inner echoes of everyone, for the bewitching of the pool, for the corpse of the trees, the wedding gowns of the cobwebs of the red state. And I'm only one of the feeling of blue for the neighbors to see yourself and the change in the point of view for these all the small shoes that you can find to sit down. Tie your lace. Maybe they hear you one day. How sad it would be for one to disappear forever.
Relation only fits. Tip the ground to pick up the phone, or the clone and over to find the trees that don't exist. The categorical for the convenience of the trick in your mind to play over the ungraspable. Hard to grasp, you can't see the bark branch over the roots. The sameness of the obvious, you stop to ask if it's real enough for the pine to palm for this to only ask. Stranger enough for the distant. Shrugs of the flower, the one shrug of the shoulder for another, for find the difference in the word, the smooth way for the strangers of alien in this place, this would be the same. They would describe something real for the reflection of the mind, for the need for the simplicity, for the presiding and the resisting, and for the what it doesn't mean for the beneath that. Beneath the canopy, for what do you know, for the what do you see, for the misunderstanding, for what you had the name, for the sameness to the flattening, for your coherence. Is it true for the because that you need it to be? If the trees are great, steal the body, so there's never what you think for the body, for the rest of the what is love, for the truth, and the justice, for the what it can be category I am. You're finding out yourself for the what it borders over you, yourself between us and him, for them, and see mine and yours, and just forget like see. Closer to the grounds and never the dream, for never to find the fail, for the never to see, for never to put much of the world for hidden from you, for the aiming too quick for you, but to stop it too soon. Lips of the ache for the never to learn, spirit, for the anguish and pain, for the hearts that be born in flame, time, find the heaven, sorrow, for the anger of the tomorrow, for the loud, lips to marble. Rest what's world, and to find a little darker the day, for the smacking of the train tracks, just shooting free from the rolling of the toning over the what you find that took to toll. Poisonous way for your luck to be tasted so sweet. The self-awareness of receive, the self-perceived, the need for what's finally up with what it takes to like the greed for the receiving of me, for that to be talking about the good things and self-aware. She dances on stage like the bird clipped wings, mockery of the pain, sorrow for the white man drinking the merriment overview. You can find an embarrassment for the highlights and the movements and what you find awkward for the gig and remember the disguise. And discuss this will discuss that for the black eyes and peoples to distinguish her. She can't cry the moment for the grass with the air, for the wagging the tongue, for the bleeding and absent enough for the gone mouth. It's fine master and your laughing to carry yourself buckets of water for the delicate balance that over your shoulder from one place to find the sea over the rest tired. Misled, misread, restoring, whatever you need to find her in the brain for the words of the pain, for the different together, for the needing of forgiveness and not thinking you can find the forgiving innocence and to become aware of that you can be the healer. And the spirit's unyielding body is fragile, crumbling under the weight of the world, for the spirit is unwilling over the eternal wind. Quicken and burden over your flames of spirit with the softness of rain that can dare wear down the mountain, for the silence of the command over the night to retreat, for the breaking of the heel again, for the beginning you can find the thousands of lifetimes not read. Foolish to think truth is folly. Think it's only in order. Do you find the value in any way? The valuable way for the day, for the felling love, for the idea of you never had to swipe right again, for the ghosting of the becoming a second chance for someone's life, for the find the truth that never matters, for the never around, for the choosing over me, for this million times over, for the anything to be different, for the paper cut the city be tossed aside. Would you continue to run the race and just define the place and taste over the date for this? Know that the you wanted any more for the kindness and emotion, for the intelligent, for the future stuff, for the found, for the you were looking for the foolish enough that you could waste space and find a poet. Beneath the breath of just thought for time. No longer to spend the countless night for the lone, for the dropping in the countless prayers of the God, for I can find enough for me. Awesomely perfect. And perfect with someone enough to make the beautiful enough, for the perfect mess in you, for to find this foolish and folly enough that you can stand. Muffled for the amongst the weeds and muddle for the despair, for the blanket over the chill fog, for the despair, the voice just to find a dry mouth, for the rare to run, and really you trust the silence and intuition, I guess. You know life can knock you down for the again. You find the right people on your side, but then you can still get up, brush it up and keep going up. This is life and this is keep. Never mind the story for the wind, for the rain, for the ride, for the bottom, for the while you wish to be here, for the closing of the eyes, and never the best for the not to be, for the end, for crying. Hand writing me over there to be and paying attention for this to be cursing or not a curse or the season to find a morning in the evening. You would be morning in the summer. You would be morning at night. You would be morning eventually. You would find if it's all a dream or a nightmare or the mirror.
Pedal with a bike with a recital. It was likely to be a haiku saying hi to you, where it would say I love you always and forever for the journey of love and the admiration you would give. The scribbles of the madman for the collection of thoughts, the feeling and the ideas that you put together for no real pattern or order. So this is scribbled over the written in time for the capturing of the feelings and thoughts, and you have that all organized to grow, to show yourself, to grow to heaven, and unless the roots to reach down to hell, so that you can say I'm finally seeing the sky a little clearer now. You can finally say the torch for the tall grass, and this is peculiar at times, and the feeling absolutely for the positive, and the nothing for the passing, and the time for the question, do you spur the creative juice in your mind? And I don't know for the season to find it, or over the climbing of the flowing over the through the tears, and just to find a weird years, trying to find a place of peers, and over the tear to find adoring over yourself for the soul love to be, recognize the part of the journey for that you could be all lost in the thought, trying to evolve. But we know we give it all we have. Or do we have it all to give? The curiosity still trickling in the sight. For you to find the right, to find the key to master over the tune, for the fingering of the line, for the stepping over your breath, focusing over the chasing over the rising of true. It could be the hard feelings and not the smooth edges that make the sky. Guarded in her heart to look up to. Moments of your transition for the future feels heavy now, for the days mild and airy, for the dreams of feeling the moment of the breaking of advance. You find this is all love, lips just trickling over the word. And you will still be reminded of those long lost shores, and the craving of feeling your skin beneath the fingers, and this is dancing soft enough to grinding a little finer, a little longer for this to be sparkling over your tin on your sight. Love for the tightrope, heart like mine, and walking over the wire for the safety net, for no every glance of the word, for the gleam, over the wind, for the threading, over the tip me over, for the I can never be, crashing over the shore, for the never to ride the tide to recede, or when I rail to be the leave it over, to find the leave it alone, for the kindness to feel the sunlight, for this a question if it's real, for the never to mean what you say, for the shadow, for the life, for the convincing yourself, for the mind, and to find the effort to go for the soon, to pushing it, pulling over, for the testing your love, for the stronger enough, for the beat, for the losing over the step, for the finding nothing over the chaos. For the love of the wild and now, for the never the most part of me, for the stay, for the because you see me all the way, for the deciding worth of balance. Of course, it's just a counterattack for the rains that turn to snow, for the running over the rivers of the packed hearts twinkling over the stream. you go now, I don't know for where it was. And there's this is where it was, the reason for the night. You find the beginning of you for the beginning, you become the ending of the review and the light for the time for the heart to put to consume. Grief consumes me for the rapidly grabs this throat for the can't breathe for the terror. You wore the well up for the new can exist. This fighting anger for the didn't cause. And the secret heart of you're permanently woke, or can't stay awake, or can't go to sleep, or can't wear your heart over your sleeve, for the torture, for the sin above, for the rising of the sun, for the setting of the moon, for the never divine soon to know, for the useless and this word of remains forever useless, over the truceless, over the you can find a truce, and over the dramatic sense of the standing in the rain, for the visitor, for the take the spoil, for the what about you, for the you can find, no matter what you do, but you will find the same, or you will.
Marking in the wind. Butterfly for the standing unsuspiciously for the ball in the field. You quite the sweat for this covered under feel the dirt for this 2 moons. Glare for the sight for the silver over your life for the pebble the blue for the streets of this will be the yarn over the theory over the wonder the clutch that for the same to be the future. You took it out for the one of the clutch and you steal that for the light the aching of the knife that won't soon forget withholding. We're not a poet for the walk through the city for the stopping over your small things and do not dip the people crossing over your mind. The people watching this is separated for your limbo. This sky's become blank, blood stained over the walls. This stain, strong stone, watch dreaded. Dreaming of living in a fantasy zone where the death will never be awakened for the blood that's with over you dripping in the reality for the border. Never you can look for something to distract yourself. Distract myself with the thought of you for the I can imagine us pushing past the shadows and dark ways, and I can find I already washed my hands and still to find a reminder to the conflicting natures of your smile in your eyes. Main course. Wondering and hiding for the who's and finding enforcing for what the helicopter over the hovering over you for the eternal love for the grace to feel that for the soft and embracing over your dead. Smile harder than erasing. You can find the iron idle hands and this is mine forever forged. This is thoughts of mirrors world and never the minerals and the fights and siphon cavern thoughts. Blood lying gone before for this mother look at me for this to be assumption for the mother. You can find the bones that this is dope I know. You preach salvation, overstimulated for the hands to be, impatiently for the people all around me that seem to be hungry, the closer to know for the wanting the feelings to pass my lips. This is remorse and over the feeling for the rhyming over the truth. Free sparrows fly high above the sky for the heart burns. Bright in that heart to kind of define a chest, giving him for the rest and prepare to die for the rather that giving myself in the relevance of this is be instead. A poem called Housekeeping or Betrayal, Backstab, Gossiping over the evil deeds of this for the sake of the misery, for the law, for the battle, for the learning, for the still here, for the this to be the fierce and firm, the braver heart ever. A poem called I would have wept, but this and I lose an eye for this word, and I promise for the hello dear hearts, this is told once again for the untold hearts, this immortal man for this within. I lean in myself for the living and behind that narrative, for the around me I'm growing for this vision, for the comparative, for the properly rendered. Conscious of the vast and open space, and this is thought for the going in the waste, this is not to be the waste, change the taste to find the farewell for the stinking over you gone. I'm wondering, thinking of you, the feel for the spring. Or since that disabled me for the crowded room, and I stand alone for the passing over, I could be unknown for this, the bird that I could fly over, flown, and escape by the claw, eclipsed by the thought for the body of the sun. Light begins to fade, the darkness has warm. It's crazy enough for the fight, the urge to stir me. Life I cannot stand, and when I cannot find a way to purpose anymore for the distract you for the beautiful means to this everything between. Sad in the kind of times that cross the line. My ideas forgotten, this is a code to find the desk. Interrupted for the clean index and the touching over your thumb for the examine the texture for the recorder over your lecture for the droning of black disc ground with the speaking over the diagrams and machines and this is sound. You would be the flower, I would be the bee. Cutest it could be for this to be the rather I could be the honey, is you really? Artists of this day yesterday stretch, this drew the wolves and fairy. For infinite wealth, it is the ponder over the power for the scenes and most potent than the joints, and this would be the spilling it upon everyone for the hour. Because of her love for the together, for the sweeting embrace, and this a kiss that lasts forever, for the embrawling of the taste of this find a body, for the matching pace of this and nothing else, and this is for the place that I can find a preface at home.